The Empire State Building stands tall, a majestic sentinel reaching for the heavens as the golden sun begins to set over the sprawling landscape of Manhattan Island. More than just a skyscraper, this architectural marvel is the heartbeat and soul of New York City, a timeless monument to human progress and unyielding optimism. Gaze upon the rhythmic, vertical lines that stretch toward the clouds, where every groove and ridge tells a story of ambition carved into the very stone itself. It represents a legacy that refuses to fade, standing firm as a symbol of strength against the ever-changing backdrop of the world's most famous concrete jungle. Every stone and steel beam was placed with purpose, creating a silhouette that has defined the New York horizon for nearly a century of incredible history. From the ground to the tip of its iconic spire, the building commands respect, serving as a silent witness to the city's constant evolution and growth. As the sun dips lower, its massive shadow stretches across the avenues, a dark giant claiming its territory amidst the bustling movement of the city below. Down on the streets, the chaos of New York life continues at a frantic pace, yet the tower remains a beacon of calm and steady permanence. The intricate details of its Art Deco design sparkle in the twilight, reminding us that beauty and power can coexist in the most magnificent of ways. Even from afar, its presence is felt, a guiding light for dreamers and a landmark for those who seek to make their mark on the world. To understand this legend, we must travel back in time to an era of great struggle, when the world was gripped by the Great Depression's shadow. Born from the hardship of the 1930s, the Empire State Building was a defiant response to economic despair, a bold statement of American resilience and hope. Thousands of laborers worked day and night, their hammers echoing through the streets as they forged a path toward the sky with sheer willpower and grit. Among them were the legendary Mohawk ironworkers, men who possessed an incredible lack of fear, walking across narrow beams high above the clouds without any safety. These Skywalkers moved with grace and confidence, seemingly untouched by the terrifying heights that would paralyze most men, building the city's future with every steady step. They looked out over the vast horizon, seeing not just a city but a dream taking shape beneath their feet, one steel rivet at a time. The pace of construction was nothing short of miraculous, with 4.5 floors rising every single week, a feat that remains impressive even today. It was a race against time and gravity, and a symphony of industrial might that transformed raw materials into a global icon in record-breaking speed and efficiency. Architects and engineers pushed the boundaries of what was possible, designing a structure that would remain the tallest in the world for over 40 long years. The transition from cold steel to elegant limestone gave the building its skin, a sophisticated texture that shimmered under the bright New York afternoon sun. At its base, massive granite blocks provide a foundation as solid as the spirit of the people who built it, anchoring the tower to the earth. When the lights were first turned on, it signaled a new era, a victory of human ingenuity over the darkness of a worldwide economic collapse. The legacy of those workers lives on in every joint and seam, a silent tribute to the immigrant hands that built the American dream higher. Each stone carries the weight of history, seasoned by decades of wind, rain, and the relentless passage of time in the city that never sleeps. In the brilliance of the day, the building reflects the energy of millions, standing as a proud testament to what can be achieved through collective effort. Leaving the noise of the street behind, we step through the revolving doors and into a world of unparalleled luxury and sophisticated Art Deco artistry. The lobby is a cathedral of design, where gold leaf and polished marble create an atmosphere of quiet majesty that takes your breath away instantly. Notice the iconic gold relief on the wall, a shimmering representation of the tower itself, surrounded by rays of light like a modern religious icon. Every geometric pattern and sharp line speaks to the elegance of the Art Deco movement, a style that celebrated the machine age with grace and beauty. The bronze elevator doors are works of art themselves, etched with intricate designs that have greeted presidents, movie stars, and millions of curious tourists. There is a sense of hallowed silence here, a stark contrast to the thrumming energy of Fifth Avenue just a few feet outside those glass doors. Visitors from across the globe touch these walls, connecting with a piece of history that feels as vital today as it did back in 1931. The echo of footsteps on the stone floor creates a rhythmic heartbeat, a reminder of the countless souls who have passed through this magnificent grand entrance. Time seems to slow down within these walls, allowing one to appreciate the craftsmanship and detail that went into every square inch of this masterpiece. Look up to see the celestial maps and industrial motifs that decorate the ceiling, blending the wonders of the universe with the achievements of man. The staff, dressed in classic uniforms, maintain the building's prestigious tradition, ensuring that every guest feels the weight of the occasion and the history. This is a place where every corner holds a secret, and every plaque tells a tale of the visionaries who dared to dream of the impossible. The combination of power and elegance is felt in the architecture, a perfect balance that has made this lobby one of the most famous interiors. But the beauty inside is only half the story, a prelude to the breathtaking experience that awaits those who journey to the very top levels. Prepare yourself for a vertical journey, leaving the solid ground behind as we ascend toward the clouds and the most famous view in the world. The elevator doors close, and suddenly, you are whisked upward at incredible speeds, the city falling away as the floor numbers climb higher and higher. Feel the slight pressure in your ears as you climb dozens of stories in mere seconds, a testament to the modern technology hidden within this classic. The ride is smooth and steady, an ascent that bridges the gap between the historic lobby below and the boundless sky that awaits us high above. Then, the doors slide open, and you are greeted by a flood of natural light, signaling your arrival at the world-famous 86th floor observation deck. Step outside and feel the cool breeze on your face, the air thinner and fresher as you emerge onto the open-air terrace of this legendary skyscraper. Suddenly, the world is at your feet, a sprawling carpet of concrete, steel, and water stretching out to the very edge of the distant blue horizon. Look through the classic silver binoculars to see the tiny yellow taxis crawling like ants through the gridlocked streets far below your high-altitude vantage point. To the south, the Freedom Tower stands as a modern companion, another symbol of resilience in a city that has seen so much over the years. People from every corner of the earth gather here, united by a shared sense of wonder and the thrill of standing atop an American cultural icon. The city reveals its logic from here, a perfectly organized grid of life and ambition that pulses with an energy found nowhere else on the planet. The wind sings through the structure, a haunting and beautiful melody that reminds you of the sheer height and isolation of this incredible peak in Manhattan. As the afternoon fades into twilight, the city begins to transform, preparing for its nightly dance of a million glowing lights and shimmering neon signs. When darkness finally settles, the Empire State Building undergoes a breathtaking transformation, becoming a brilliant lighthouse in the vast ocean of the New York night. Equipped with state-of-the-art LED technology, the Spire can glow in thousands of colors, celebrating holidays, honoring heroes, and marking significant moments in world history. Its reflection can be seen in the rain-slicked streets and the quiet waters of the harbor, a constant and comforting presence for every New Yorker below. Whether it's the patriotic red, white, and blue or the festive greens of the holidays, the building communicates with the city through its vibrant light display. In the quiet of the night, the deck becomes a place of romance and reflection, where the city's roar is reduced to a gentle, distant hum. Sometimes, the tower pierces through a blanket of low-hanging clouds, its light glowing softly through the mist like a dream emerging from the dark shadows. While the world moves in a frantic blur of motion below, the Empire State remains motionless and magnificent, a pillar of light in the darkness. The flashing beacon at its very tip serves as a warning and a welcome, a signal that you have arrived at the center of the world. The shadows created by the night lighting emphasize the building's powerful geometry, highlighting the genius of its designers and the skill of its builders. Even in the deepest hours of the morning, when the city finally tries to sleep, this icon remains awake, watching over the 5 boroughs with pride. It is a symbol of hope that never goes out, a reminder that New York is a place where the light of ambition never truly fades away. 2 different worlds, separated by nearly a century, are connected by this single structure of steel and stone, a bridge across the vast river of time. For those who have lived in its shadow for a lifetime, the building is a familiar friend, a constant in a world that often changes too fast. For the young, it is a source of inspiration, a mountain made by man that proves there are no limits to what we can dream and build. Immortalized in film and song, it has become a character in its own right, a global shorthand for the ambition and romance of the American spirit. The Empire State Building remains a titan among skyscrapers, a masterpiece that set the standard for every structure that dared to follow in its giant footsteps. It is a monument to the courage of those who weren't afraid of the heights and the visionaries who saw a tower where others saw only empty air. As a new day begins, the cycle continues, with the building catching the first rays of light before the rest of the city even begins to stir. It stands as a reminder that our greatest dreams are not limited by the ground, but are only restricted by the reach of our own imagination and courage. The Empire State Building will always be the crown jewel of New York, a testament to the enduring power of human creativity and the will to succeed. It has stood through war and peace, through prosperity and crisis, and it will continue to stand as long as New York has a story to tell. So let us look up and remember that we are capable of reaching the stars as long as we have the heart to build toward the heavens together. Empire State Building, the eternal icon of New York City, a dream of stone and steel that will never stop reaching for the beautiful, infinite sky.